All right, this is an interesting article that I saw here on Israel 365 News. I've been following them a little bit recently, and it says at the title, as you can see, leading Italian parliamentarian says Rome wants to return temple vessels to Israel. Now, I've looked to see if this was corroborated or found in any other sources. And this is the only thing I've been able to find so far. But this is what it says, and it's very interesting if this ended up being true, what is being said. Let me just go down. Let me go down here. So, recently at a large gathering in Jerusalem, a leading Italian parliamentarian said to the Minister of Tradition that Rome has possession of the Jewish temple's vessels and wants to return them to Israel. Obviously, you can see on the is this the arch here? No, it's the different one. It probably will. Yeah, here it is. This is the famous image of the temple vessels being taken away from when it was taken over and destroyed by the Romans in 70 AD. And for ages and ages and ages, they've been saying that they don't actually have the artifacts anymore. This is the same thing that happened with Babylon when they destroyed the temple and brought away the temple vessels. Remember, they had King Nebuchadnezzar, and then the next king, and they were having that big party and using some of the sacred vessels and things from not just the Jewish temple, but from other sacred, other sacred objects from other peoples. And so the same sort of thing that happened with when Rome destroyed the temple and they took away the sacred objects, and they've been asking if they have them, and they've been denying it. So here, this is very interesting, and it's not too long. Rabbi Shmuel Eliyahu, the chief rabbi of Safed. Sorry, I will be bad at pronouncing this stuff, but the important thing is the information. Is the son of Israel's former chief rabbi Mordecai, Elihu, and the father of its current minister of tradition, Emachai Elihu. I'm so bad at reading these names. He recently told a large gathering in Jerusalem that a leading Italian parliamentarian from Italy's ruling party contacted his son, the minister of tradition. The Italian parliamentarian said that Rome had possession of the Jewish temple's vessels and wants to return them to Israel. Now, that sounds very exciting, but I don't know if this is anything official or if this is just some this parliamentarian, if he would have actually any pull in this, or if you would think maybe it would be with the Vatican and probably wouldn't be able to force them to do that. But if it is something that would be able to be done, I mean, who wouldn't want to see those original objects from the temple in Jesus' time? According to the rabbi, the representative of Italy's ruling party, a leading member of the national parliament, recently requested a Zoom meeting with Israel's minister of tradition. In the request for the meeting, he said it was very important to him, absolutely vital. When they eventually connected, this is what he told Israel's minister of tradition. And this was just a couple days ago that this came out. Every day from my office, I see the Arch of Titus. It's hard to miss it. It's big and impressive, and everyone can see what's displayed on it. Jewish slaves carrying off the Jewish temple implements into exile. 2,000 years ago, we defeated you. We destroyed your temple, massacred your people, including crucifixions, and exiled the Jews throughout the world. And I suppose you deserved it. Jewish tradition itself says this. 2,000 years have passed, and since then you have undergone a deep change. You have returned to the land of Israel, and I suppose you also deserve to return. God promised you you would one day return, and that time is now. So here are the slaves taking, for some reason I didn't think these were slaves, but just Romans taking the Jewish implements. But anyway, you have been blessed in a way we haven't. In Italy, we have one of the lowest birth rates in the world. We unfortunately compete with Spain and Japan for the bottom of the list. People here don't want to get married. Isn't that the truth? Not even just there, but everywhere. They just want to enjoy themselves. They don't care about the next generation. There is a value crisis, and if we don't solve it, all the incredible traditions of Rome and Italy will be lost. In 20 years, there will only be old people in Italy. Immigrants from Africa will overwhelm us, and Rome and all of Italy will be no more. The Italian birth rate is about 1.2 children per woman, whereas in Israel it's about 3. But Israel is a miracle. I just mentioned this in my other video here, and it is a miracle. You have succeeded in educating your people. There is marriage, love, trust, and family values. The average number of children in Israel is double the average number of children in Europe. This is not just Italy's problem. It's the problem of all Europe. Your nation has been chosen by God to teach the world values. The Israeli minister could not believe his ears. But all this was just a promo to the revelation that the Italian shared next. We're almost done here. We have in Rome the implements of the Jewish temple, the golden menorah, and many other temple vessels and tools that we took from Jerusalem 2,000 years ago. With these vessels, you brought light into the whole world. They are with us. That is so major. They are with us. If that's true, that's major. We keep them perhaps, by keeping them perhaps, we're preventing you from fulfilling your destiny. That is so incredible, both of those lines. If so, we will return them to you. If you want them, take them. It won't be easy, but if this is what will enable you to fulfill your divine role, then please. They are yours. They are laying in our cellars. We aren't doing anything with them. This admission comes after over 100 years of denial by the Vatican that it possessed the temple implements. In 2013, for example, the Archbishop Giuseppe Lazzarotto of the Apostolic Nunciature in Israel wrote in a reply to the Israeli inquiry that the Vatican did not have the temple vessels. I said to myself, is this real? Apparently so. Since 2000, the Israeli birth rate has continually risen. This is the exact opposite of every other developed and developing nation. Everywhere in the world, the birth rate is dropping, and with us, it is rising. It's all the result of education, values, of God's blessing. Through you, I will bless all the nations of the world. And that's a biblical quote, obviously. Fill the world with your glory, and all of creation will say the God of Israel is king. So I just thought that was amazing. And I'm going to be keeping an eye on this to see if anything more gets brought up. But thought that was very interesting here from Israel 365, and I will certainly keep a lookout to see if anything more comes of this. So, but again, it was when was this? I think this was just a couple days ago that this article came out. Yeah, October 23, 2003. All right, and I'll talk to you on the next one.